Now into our tongue block exercises. I'm going to skip around just a tiny bit. We're going to start with example 1.2, which is the standard tongue block. This is a review from Blues Harmonica Fundamentals. So a little reminder, when you're holding the harmonica, make sure that you don't have too much of your hand on the harmonica. You want to make sure there's plenty of room for your lips. In other words, for the harmonica to go deep in your mouth. Open your mouth, insert harmonica. Have a little bit of a tilt, so the face of the harmonica is tilted downwards slightly, somewhere between, say, 20 and 45 degrees. So look at my side profile here. All right, next thing, reminder, your lips are going to be over 4 holes. If we play holes 4 or above, all the way to the 10, your default embouchures, your lips are going to be over 4 holes, tongue's going to block the 3 holes to the left. Remember to use the tip top of the tongue, not the very, very tip. It's not wide enough to block all 3 holes. Use the top of the tongue behind the tip. If you're not able to block all 3 holes, in other words, you feel like you have to push to block the holes, you're not using enough of the top of the tongue further back. The tongue, my analog here is my hand, just like my hand, it gets wider the further back you go. So if you need to block more holes, simply stick out more tongue or use more of the top of the tongue. So you'll find the tip of your tongue actually going below the harmonica slightly. Your angle of attack should be about 1 click of the clock. So I'm going to 11 o'clock as my angle of attack. You don't want to really aim far for the corner using the side of the tongue. Remember, it's the top of the tongue we want to use. So if I play holes 1, 2, and 3, 4, I'm blowing, and I'm going to slowly take the top of my tongue, angle my tongue a little bit to the left, and the goal is to have a 4th hole left. And slowly bring your tongue on the harmonica to the left. Again. Now at first it's probably going to have a little bit of the 5 in there, or a little bit of the 3. You're in your first stages of learning how to play a single note. It's going to take a while for that to become consistent. Could be a couple months, but at least a couple weeks before you're somewhat happy with the sound, and that's a normal thing on all instruments. Let's now do the draw. Tongue off to begin with. Take the top of the tongue, aim to the left. Again. Now, once you're able to play a single note fairly consistently, just start with your tongue on the harmonica. 4 blow. Now if you need to, go ahead and start with your tongue off and then set your tongue on. Now once your mouth is there, your embouchure is set, and you're ready to move across the range of the instrument. So example 1.2 moves from hole 4 to hole 6. 4 plus, the plus means to blow, then to 4 draw. There's no notation around the 4, that means to inhale. So let's do this together. 4 blow, 4 draw, inhale, move over to 5 blow. If you hear a little bit of the left, you need to make your lips a little bit more narrow or stick a little bit more tongue to the left. 5 blow again. Try to find that note. 5 draw. Move over for 6 blow. So let's do that up and down the harmonic. Here we go. The goal is to make sure your lips stay nice and relaxed. You're not pushing on the face of the harmonica. Your tongue's nice and relaxed. You shouldn't pull the harmonica away and see little square holes on your tongue. Let's go ahead and play that with the metronome. Let me grab that. And I'm going to set it, let's see here, maybe 1 note per second. 1, 2, 3, here we go. And it'll most likely take a couple weeks to be able to play it with that clarity.